Hey, good morning, neighbors again. Still an orange day, so react appropriately. There's no MAGA on this. There never was. There never will be. I mean, America's always been as great as it's going to be. If you live here, this is as good as it gets. Always has been this way. And we can do better. So, measurement sciences, measurement physics. Everyone's heard of the double slit experiment. Sorry about the headset noise. But the double slit experiment is looking at light. Looking at light traveling in air. And what we see with our eyes, we term photons. That is the energy that our eyes can see as photons. When those photons strike something in your eye, they create an energy. They dissipate their energy into rods or cones and create an electrical spark to your brain that says, I saw a photon. Only it gets worse, because that photon is now a quantum. You can't see one photon. So you can't see photons of certain frequencies below what the eye can see. But those energies are there. And the way we show that is through the measurements and the electrons that get bounced around by that energy. The challenge is the photon was created the same way. It was created by an electron somewhere else bouncing around, creating enough photons in a direction for the detector to pick up. And that technically are quantum sums in those detectors, in those measurements. They're taking measurements per millisecond and showing you a number that has a relationship to something in space. So space became CGI, but you can go outside and look up and see space. So what you see in CGI flows, kind of makes sense. So these measurements, these particles, these different types of energy flows, we have known about since the mid-1800s, and we've only refined our understanding of those over time. So this is not a new religion, because this is a global understanding. Anywhere you take the sciences on the planet, the hard sciences, let's call them, the rules apply. If they don't apply, we find out why. We find out the planet has gravitational anomalies in certain areas. We now have instruments sensitive enough to measure that. It is confusing. It is the reason a lot of these conversations get made a lot simpler. And it's appropriate to do that. But if you don't look at it and say, wow, there's a lot more to that conversation, then this is where we are. You stop at an uncommon denominator, maybe. So these ideas, these scientists just help describe the reality around us. That's it. That's what they're intended to do. As they become better, more refined, they become what we consider laws or rules, when actually they're descriptions of the reality around us. So that's all hard to conceive. So what do we do about this? We change how money moves through the economy, because right now it sucks. We realize that taxes are paid for reasons, that institutions, if they are public institutions, We own them. They don't own us. We own them. He says from his basement. Later.